Well, everybody, wow, we are like a fish out of water today. The GRASSMEN crew, we've landed ourselves. I actually don't even know where we are because I was sitting in the back seat, but I know this is Charles, and Charles is going to explain who he is and where we are.
Yeah, well, first of all, welcome to Cambridgeshire. I'm Charles Leadbetter, owner of Eastern Farms, and we farm 5,000 acres of mainly combinable crops here in Cambridgeshire.
Wow. And how long have you been farming here in Cambridgeshire?
15 years exactly. I moved down from Staffordshire in 2005, took on a tenancy on a small farm and just grown the business from there really. It's just snowballed.
15 years ago, like that's not that long ago, really, in real terms. So what we, you know, and don't be offended, but like you weren't exactly a teenager 15 years ago, so there must be a bit of time in between, Charles.
Yes, well, before I was farming. So well, I was a dairy farmer's son, and dairy farming wasn't really for me, and didn't really see eye to eye with father. So I made my own way in life, and I went as a tyre fitter, did that for a few years, and then learned how to drive diggers and ended up buying diggers, and ran at the peak 12 diggers, and we had a X-Tech screen, Robo-Track in fact, and a bulldozer, a Terex dump truck, and but I always wanted to get back to farming, and we had as soon as I had spare cash, I'd go out and buy a tractor. So like I had a Ford 8210 and loved it so much, I bought another one with a turbo on, and that was my pride and joy. I absolutely loved that. And then one day I saw an 8830 advertised in Devon. So I raced down, had a look at that, fell in love with it instantly. And as soon as I took it for a spin down the road and that cloud of black smoke just pouring out, I was sold on it, you know, I wanted it. So bought it and put that on a big baler. And so while the diggers are still going on, I'm doing a bit of farm contracting and building up a collection of agricultural machinery, and really doing what I really enjoy, not so much the digger side, you see. And then when the recession came in 2003-04, I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do. And then when this farm was advertised down here to rent, I tendered for it and I was successful, and moved down with all the old Fords and the old machinery and snowballed to where we are today, running John Deeres, no Fords, one New Holland combine. That's the only association now with New Holland.
But when you say snowballed, like what you were describing to us there with your 8830 and your baler and your 8210, that's really only, what are we talking, 15, 16 years ago?
Yes, yeah.
And then so in the last 15 years since you moved down here, you have just, I would call it a big snowball. Like well, what tackle are you running now? Like, because that's what people will be asking. What? So
we run two combines, a Lexion, Class Lexion 780 with a 41-foot header, New Holland CR 10.90, which is New Holland's flagship model, with IntelliSense, fully automated. Then we've got the 27-ton Richard Weston triaxle chaser bin, and that goes behind the 7310R John Deere that we bought last year for mainly drilling. We had it spec'd on 900 Michelin tyres. It's a wonderful tyre, you get a nice long footprint, you know, it just treads so lightly you can barely see where it's been. And yet, you know, that tractor's probably, I don't know, you might help me out here, is it 12 ton? It's going to be somewhere there.
Yeah, it's up around there.
Yeah, so
depending on your level of fuel.
yeah. And then what else? Then we've got the John Deere 9RX, so that's 620 horsepower. That is an awesome tractor, absolutely awesome tractor. And then we run 3 6s. So we've got a 6155R, 6195R, and a 6215R. And all those tractors, apart from the 9RX, have got auto power transmissions, which the operators prefer. Basically, they're more precise. You know, if you're doing jobs like baling straw or top dressing or, you know, hedge cutting, just a wonderful gearbox. everybody really likes that gearbox.
Well, when we were taking a wee look about yesterday and earlier today, there's 6155R was running on a bale chaser.
Yes.
I suppose that's a big thing as well. You're chasing all your own straw.
Yes, so we bale all our own straw and we chase it all, and then it all goes to the power station.
Well, on the 6155R yesterday was to us a local lad, Dylan, I do believe he's called.
Yes.
He was piloting it yesterday. Was this his first or second year with you?
Yeah, so Dylan came last year, and he was such a good man, fitted in very well, good work ethic, and looks after the machinery, takes pride in it, and we were very keen to see him come back this year, and we said to him last year, would you like to come back? And he said, be delighted to do so. So he's welcome. Hopefully he'll come again next year, because top man. So he's done a fair bit of the baling this year as well, and then now we're just tidying up, and he's gone on to the chaser. This is the first time he's done chasing, and you can see the stack down there, none of it's gone over, it looks tidy. So yeah, we're very pleased. Yeah,
we were watching him, and he was helping us get some of the wee GoPros on the chaser and showing us the bits and pieces, and then he turned around and he was like, yeah, I've only been at this a couple of days, and we were like, whoa, you would have thought he'd have been at it, and he's been on it all season.
Yeah. It's I've tried bale chasing, and there's not, not bragging, there's not many machines I probably couldn't put to work, but a bale chaser, that really does test you. You need a special skill for that. Yeah, no, he's done very well.
And then there was no baling just this time when we were here, because you'd moved on to combining beams.
Yes, we're trying not to talk about them too much. They're a disaster. It's been a nightmare of a year. 2020 is the year I can't wait to see the back of. So the weather just never came at the right time for us at all. And then you know what happens, as soon as you start combining, it starts raining. So it was a bit of a stop-start affair, but once we got going into the wheat, everything went quite well, and we had some good runs at it. And with those two combines going side by side, you can certainly eat into the crop.
Well, 5,000 acres is a lot to get through.
Yeah.
So it is. And what's your favourite tractor on this farm?
On this farm, well, I've two really. One is the 155. So for me, that's a nice, versatile, handy, go-to every time tractor. So if you said to me, nip off and do that bit of topping, or we'll just take that trailer down there and we'll go and fetch this and do that, 155 every time. She's versatile, she's comfortable, and it's a great tractor to be in. And then for sheer out and out lugging and just cracking on and getting some serious acres covered, that has to be the 9RX.
us a little bit about the 9RX. What makes it so special?
Well, I'll tell you, it's never missed a beat. It's done 560 hours and it's never seen a service engineer, apart from just we've serviced it. Well, Ben Burgess, the local John Deere dealer, they've serviced it, and yeah, it's gone well. It's about 27 tonne in weight, 620 horsepower Cummins engine. She's got a lovely note to it, you know, you can hear it pulling away and it just keeps going, it's awesome. Here comes the rain, by the way. That's the end of the combining today. The fuel tank is about 1,400 litres of red diesel. And then the AdBlue's 80 odd litres, I think, 80, 90 litres. You kind of think, yeah, God, that's a lot of fuel, but actually, we've got 2 cultivators that go on the back of it. One's a 6 metre top down, and we can do like 130, 140 acres a day. Well, if you work that back litres per acre, actually it's not too bad. It's not, you know, I haven't got it in front of me, the exact figures, but it's not as alarming as you'd think.
But it is a Cummins. Am I right in saying that are the new ones away to John Deere engine? Do you know the new ones? I believe
so,
I think so.
Because they've got the new X9 combine now, and that's got this big serious engine in it. I'm not quite sure of the power. I think it's about 700 horsepower engine.
That'll be your next purchase, won't it?
That'd be nice.
Okay.
Hope my wife's not listening.
Watch this space.
Wife won't be happy.
Well, have you a favourite combine? Now, I'm not wanting to start an argument with everyone, but you are running the flagship New Holland and you are running the last year's flagship class, I think, of thereabouts, because I know Class have introduced their new Revolution combine. Have you one that sticks out for you, or do you see them both on a par? And
on heart, I'd have to say that the New Holland cab is a far better environment. The sample, you could say, is probably slightly cleaner out of the New Holland. And it probably does just get away from the Class slightly, as in output, but it's a lot sore on juice compared to the Class.
Just, you're saying hand on heart, you prefer the New Holland?
Yes, yeah. Well, to sit in it anyway, the cab. I've never driven the Class, okay, so that's, if I'd driven it and had a season on it, maybe that'd be different for me. But I think, yeah, probably I am more torn to the New Holland.
But there's no dislike for the Class either?
No. It's never missed a beat, that Class combine this year. It's gone really well.
There's the rain really coming now.
That's the end of the combining, definitely.
But Charles, there's a machine in the yard that you have fallen in love with, maybe more so than anything this whole year, and you're leaning against it.
Yes, definitely. What a fantastic piece of kit, honest to God, yeah. So much so, I never used to really bother with the loaders, but any excuse to get in there now and I'm away in it and gone. It's a great, lovely piece of kit.
What makes it so good?
The transmission, without a doubt. You've got the best of both worlds. So it's an Agri Pro. So from 0 to 20k is a full vario, hydrostatic, and then anything over 20k to 40k is full power shift. So the best way to describe it is you've got, I think there's 4 gears, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can set it, and then if you just hold the button down, it'll go into drive, and then so with drive you just plant your foot and that will go from 0 to 40k, and that will go from obviously 0 to 20 hydrostatic, and then the other 20 is in full power shift. So fantastic transmission. I really do think JCB have got this right, and I won't be surprised if Lord Bamford himself doesn't drive around it a bit at the weekend. It's that comfortable. But
like, that's pretty impressive now. Like, that's 3.6 tonne to 9.5 meters. That's good going. That's not bad. That's, you get, you know, for an agricultural machine, you're getting a lot of scope there, for want of a better word. Well, we definitely don't have many of these attachments back in Northern Ireland. They all, but now we could do damage with that thing going down the road. Is that your favourite job, pushing up the grain?
Yeah, I do like filling the sheds, but the problem is this year we don't seem to be filling them enough somehow. But yeah, no, I've really enjoyed darting about this year. It's my first year not on the combine. I've looked after all the stores and it's made a change actually. It's been all right.
Well, look, Charles, I'll not keep you back anymore, but on behalf of GRASSMEN, the team here, thanks for looking after us for the last couple of days, and it's been a pleasure, and hopefully we'll be back soon, and because I need a run in this, whenever this coronavirus finally settles down, I need a day in the 9RX.
Okie doke, thank you.